Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play series. This time we are playing as a pirate faction in the Distant Worlds universe. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start a new game. We'll be playing a custom game as a pirate faction. Even cluster, 400 stars, 10 by 10 sectors. Basically just a standard setup for the game. And the universe is pre-warped because it's a shadow start. Restless aggression, hard difficulty, normal research, normal space creatures, normal pirates, normal pirate strength, and destroy pirates do not respawn. Again, because when at the end of the game, when you have control over everything and you destroy one pirate faction just to have it respawn with a couple tiny ships, it's just very annoying. And everything here is just standard. Normal colony prevalence, normal independent life, normal just as suggested influence reigns, and enforce colonization range limit of 2 sectors. And let's go with a random empire. Random start, random names, random everything. And we have just normal tech level. So just a slightly bit advantage over the empires. And the same go with the other pirates. We're then adding 11 other empires or pirates. And we will enable the pirate specific victory condition. We do not allow tech trading because that seems to be very cheaty. And we disable all the story events. So let's start the game. And here we are. We are the Troxean Confederacy. And the race is Naxilians. I don't think it matters all that much what the race is, because our leader will be deposed of quickly and frequently anyway. There are a lot of internal struggle within the faction, or at least when I play it, there are always internal struggles. And this screen just show us what we should do. So if you want to read it, go ahead and pause the video and read it. Otherwise, let's start playing. First thing first, let's take a look at what our resources are at our home base. So home base is a hydrogen planet, which is problematic because we are using Caslon right now. So let's see if we have Caslon in the system. Because if not, we might need to switch to a new fuel source soon. The easier thing to do, probably just click on this. See, we have Caslon and we do not. So what does it take for us to switch to Caslon? I mean, to switch to hydrogen. We'll need to research this tech and then fusion physics. So let's go ahead and do that. Because without switching to fusion, we will be in big trouble. As far as weaponries go, missiles is good, fighters is good. It's 400, 520 enhanced missile is good, armor is good, railguns is good. The last few Let's Play I've been focusing on missile and railguns, so I will continue doing it here. Maybe in another Let's Play we'll focus on torpedoes and beam weapons. So for now, just go ahead and queue some of these up, just in case the AI decide to research something random. And then as far as the energy and construction go, we have prioritized fusion reactors, but I would also like to get all the way to robotic repair here if I can. I might go back and switch these up, but for now let's just go ahead and keep it that way. As far as the high-tech and industrial, I think countermeasure, target tracking, enhance version of both of those are good. Sensors are good. We don't really care too much of colonization because we don't plan to do much of that. We might, but chances are we'll just try to control the colonies. And if you have seen our previous Let's Play, in that series we tried to rely on a lot of automated settings, and it did not work out for us at all, not at all, because the automated fleet stands and things like that do not work very well. So in this series I will probably have a lot of pausing and giving orders to fleet, because they will not be automated. Having said that, let's take a look at our ships. We should have 3 ships as far as military ships go: 2 escort and a resupply ship. First of all, the resupply ship, we need to send it out immediately to secure a fuel source first. So let's select it. I'll give it Control 0 as the shortcut, and it say that we have fuel here, but we don't have a fuel source. So let's make sure that that is the case, that there's no Caslon here. Is there Caslon anywhere nearby? Not there. How about here? There's Caslon here. So I will definitely go ahead and park my ship there. This is the Caslon source. So we'll go ahead and deploy it there. The other 2 ships, I'll go ahead and fleet them up. They're very flimsy fleet, but it's the only thing we got right now. We'll assign that Control 1 as our shortcut, and let's go ahead and try to raid that planet. Actually, let's not do that. No, that's fine. Let's go ahead and raid the planet. And then we have an independent down here, independence colony down here that we would like to raid as well, and an independence colony down here that we would like to raid. So we would like to build a few more raiders. Now take a look at our design. Let's go ahead and automate all of these guys to start out with, so that when I start building things they actually get done. Actually I apologize, so that when there's new technologies they get updated until I start building them and redesign them myself. 2 escorts, 1 resupply ships, 2 exploration ship, and 1 construction ship. Let's go ahead and click edit to see what we can build. This time around, I don't think we have fighters or anything like that, so we need to make sure that our ships are designed with missiles and railguns. Well, actually, we don't have railguns. So as far as weapons go, we have aerial weapons, we have graviton beams, which are gravitic weapons, tractor beam, and torpedo weapons. So what I would like to do is change these up so that they have some sort of long-range weapon. So let's go ahead and let's make that a manual design, manually upgrade it. There's 1 assault pod, 2 fuse cells, 1 shield, 2 armors. Let's add a few more pieces of armor. Let's add another shield. And then as far as weapons go, we would like at least a tractor beam so that we can push or pull the enemy ships as necessary. 1 torpedo, and we're using 35 energy units per second. We have an excess of 112, and this is pretty much, we can build up to, it didn't say how large we can build, but I believe we can build up to 300 size ships right now. Let's go ahead and finish the requirement. Have modules, life. Okay. Now let's go ahead and save that. And it's pretty fast, so not worry about that too much. Then I'm not going to worry about building other ships at the moment. Let's just stay with 1 design right now. Then the other ones I want to look at is the gas mining and mining ships. So that's tiny, which is good, because I want to make sure that they are simply that they just go there, mine a little bit, and come back. That way we don't have them out for a long time. However, their speeds are quite low, so I would like to, well, then again, that's okay, because they are cheap right now, and that's important as well. And the other thing I would like to do is to build design a new small spaceport as an outpost. So I'll actually just go ahead and create new to build a small spaceport. Now I will go ahead and pause the recording here to fill out the essential components. The idea here is that we will build these components in order so that the base become defensible as soon as possible. So I will pause the recording here and we'll be right back. Okay, here is the skeletal base. If you look at the construction summary, you can see that we're building the command center first, then the HAP module and life support, and then armors and shields, and then reactor and collectors. As soon as the first collector gets built, it will charge a reactor, which then charge a shield, and then the base will be slightly more defensible than it would have been otherwise. The next components we build are weapons. So they will fire out based off the storage energy, so they're not very effective, but that would allow us to at least get the some weapons firing. Then we build a few cells in cargo base and commerce center and construction. Actually, what I need to do are the mining component as well. So that's under extraction, mining, extraction. So we'll get one of each, because, and then let's go ahead and redo the construction component. Because we want to be able to fuel ourselves as soon as we can as well. Now, so this is the outpost. We obviously would like to have more shields and armors than that. Let's go with 30 pieces armor. And let's say 5 shields. Still a very flimsy station. Then let's go ahead and add some weaponry. So let's go with 10 torpedoes, 2 tractor beam. Let's go with 2 graviton beams. Now we need more HAP and life. Well, the other thing we want to do is add this whole pot. Add 5 of those. And we need more life support. Of course, it's good to have recreational center and medical center if we park on top of a planet. So let's add those. Now the summary here, we can see we have slightly a tiny cargo capacity, but as a spaceport, I believe it's share the capacity with the planet below, so this does not matter much. A medical 100, recreation 100, no research, mining very minimal, and manufacturing with just 1 construction yard. We can dock 5 ships at a time, and we have 500 shields, 145 power. We're using 129 per second. We need to bump that up, so we need to bump our reactors up. 1 more, and then we need to bump our collection up to match the static energy output. Or exceed it slightly. Then we need more HAP and life. So this base is getting quite big, 714 in size. And it has enough store energy to fire for about 3 seconds, less than that. Fuel capacity is 325, which means it can produce about 300,000 energy unit, or no, 100,000 energy units, so it can fire for a little bit. Not a very impressive base at all, but that is meant to be a starter. So let's go ahead and look at the non-obsolete design to compare that with the small base that is there. So the small base that is currently there is quite a bit larger, which is great because that's what we currently have. And then let's look at our construction ship. Why we have one construction ship. So let's make this control. Actually, let's look at our resupply ship, make it control 9, and then let's take our construction ship, make it control 0. So 9 is the resupply ship, 0 is the construction ship. And we want to go ahead and build something near this moon. I believe this moon is in orbit of this planet here. So let's go ahead and build an outpost right here. Okay. So that is the setup for the game. So let's take it off pause. And now exploration ships are coming out. Let's build 2 more of those. Because exploration is good because we can then sell information to these empire. I would like to build a couple more escort as well, since we actually have the money. Money will run out pretty quickly. So let's build 5 of those. Go ahead and stick them all into the first fleet. Take them off auto, doesn't really matter since we'll move the fleet anyway. And let's see if we have, and I'm not really interested in attack. Well, actually I am, but I'm not going to defend that right now since we need to use our ship for raiding. Let's go ahead and bump the speed up a little bit. This is our construction ship. This is our resupply ship. So take a look at this. And interesting thing to do. See if we can actually capture this bay. If we could, that'll be awesome. Nope. Go ahead and raid the planet then. And let's look at our policy to make sure that we do not blow up things. Always endless, always endless, always endless. Okay. And we have new exploration ship coming out. I'm not sure why these guys are just running over there. Go and capture this. That would be nice. That's a construction ship that we are trying to capture. It's interesting because the pot that we're looking at are not on this ship. They are actually on the other ship being built. So let's wait for the pot to recover. Hopefully they'll recover soon. There we go. We board that ship. Now this ship is completely useless right now. Now let's go ahead and make it shortcut number 8. We will repair it with this ship when we can. And actually let's edit the design so that this one does not run too much. Same with our construction ship. Actually, construction ship should run as quick as it can, because otherwise that's not a good thing. That's the only one we have, and we need to protect it. So go ahead and do the smuggling missions, and let's take a look at our. We'll have 2 small freighter. We need to build more, so let's go ahead and build some. First of all, let's build a couple mining ships. Let's say 3 of them. Extra gas mining ship, and then five more freighters, and we just ran out of money. Oh, this is why they're running over here, and that's why they're damaged. Okay, now I understand. Okay. Let's go ahead and capture this as well. Except this one. This one, no. Go ahead and capture this. Space Force is almost built. Shields are coming up. We're mining. The nice things about this is that these constructors don't have any hyperdrive, so they can't really run anywhere. And let's go ahead and build just a bunch of escort that will be flying about and simply harass people. Okay, we should be able to capture that. Okay, this guy's go ahead and repair that. This base is now fully operational. Excellent. Okay. And we just ran out of money. Tell these guys to go repair. And let's rename this to Troxean Outpost. And we have run out of time, so let's pause it here and we'll continue. Well, let's go ahead and investigate this first. And where's this guy? This guy's over there. Excellent. And where is over here? That's up there. Okay. So after the first fleet repair, we'll go and try to see if we can influence that planet as well. But let's wait for next episode for that. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.